Game Kings, the definition of game, documentary, coming soon. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this video, I wanted to talk about how there's a limit to what dating coaches can teach you. Okay? There's a limit. And what I mean is that there's a certain part of the game that you can only learn on your own. You understand? There's a certain part of the game that you can only learn on your own. So, for example, let's say, you're trying to learn how to attract women, approach women, all this other stuff, right? And so what a dating coach can do, like myself, is I can teach you, different ways to, introduce yourself. I can teach you how to, keep the conversation going. I can teach you, how to flirt, how to build sexual tension, seduce a girl, all this other stuff, right? Now, the thing that I can't teach you is the personal experience that you're going to have doing those things that will get you to the next level. You understand? So I'll put it to you like this. There are things that I know about attracting women that I can never explain to you. I'm saying it again. There are things that I know about attracting women that I can never explain to you. And, most guys who are really good with interacting with women, they understand what I'm talking about if they're listening to this. Right? There are things that I know that can't be explained. So what do I mean by that? That means that I can't put it into words because it cannot be put into words because it's an experience. And then when you have the experience for yourself, you'll know. You understand? But the thing is, most guys are not going to get to that point because dudes is, they're online looking for tactics and tricks and gimmicks and pickup lines and all this other shit that don't really do nothing because you have to get to the core of what's going to make you more attractive to women in general. So you ever notice you have certain guys who it seems like, like they learn game, they go out there, they put themselves out there, and then all of a sudden it seems like, they're just so advanced. It's easy for them to get women. And they do it on a consistent basis. Then you have guys who, they're always struggling, right? They're the type of guys that don't really learn game. They go out there a few times, or you hear the famous thing where guys will say, well, I approached 100 or 200 girls and I didn't get any. But they've never, actually purchased any material on how to step up their game. You understand what I'm saying? So they never figured out what they may be doing wrong in those interactions, right? So you have those guys, and then you have the guys who actually get it going. And it's like, why does it seem like those guys who have the success, they just make it seem like it's easy. It's nothing for them, right? And what you have to understand is that those guys who have that continued success, they understand something that they can't explain. But the only way they understood it was to be able to put the game into practice to get to the level that they're at to experience that thing they can't explain. You understand? This shit gets deep, man. This shit gets deep. And this is why I be telling guys to get your ass out the fucking house. You got to put yourself out there and do shit. You understand? This is why when dudes be like, yo, why don't you do a bunch of infill videos and all this other? I'm like, look, first of all, I ain't a pickup artist. And second of all, that's not going to do anything for you. You understand? That's not going to do anything for you. Because even if you see a guy approaching girls, good with interacting with girls and seducing them or whatever, even if you look at it, that's not going to really do anything for you to get to that level. You have to put yourself in the situation to get to that level. And again, it can't be explained in words. I'll put it to you like this. It's like me telling you, explain the color green to a blind man. You understand what I'm saying? Explain the color green to a blind man. So he'll fully understand seeing the color green. You can't. And this is what I'm saying. There's a certain level of the game, there's a certain aspect of the game you will only experience by being in the situation. You understand? By being in those situations. This is why I laugh every time when I look at, certain people's videos on YouTube and they're talking, they're complaining about chicks, talking about female nature. Oh, chicks are like this, chicks are like that. And oh, you shouldn't, get in a relationship because the woman's going to do this and do that and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, more than half these dudes don't know what the fuck they talking about. You understand what I'm saying? More than half these dudes haven't even been in a relationship. They're just regurgitating bullshit they heard from other people. Then on top of that, some of the guys who have experienced that, the reason why they experienced that was because they weren't on top of their game in the first place. So, being with a woman who actually benefits them in whatever way on a consistent basis or an extended period of time seems impossible. It seems like it's it can never happen. All these chicks are just crazy and hypergamous and, you can't, you know what I mean? Like you have that thought process. But when you reach a certain level of the game and you start to interact with women and you start, experiencing certain things because you're really, advanced and you're doing the right things, you start to see a certain side of the game that most men will never see. But you actually have to be in those situations to experience what I'm talking about. You understand? Like the other day I was at this event and, it was like one of these like singles events or whatever. So I'm chilling there, a couple of my boys was there and shit. We chilling and talking and there's some ladies in there, whatever. And there was this dude who I got in a conversation with and, I was telling him what I do and he's like, oh, that's so crazy. You're a coach. And he was like, I get really shy when approaching women. And I just, it's just so like, so hard for me. Right. And the thing was, he saw me talking to women earlier that night and interacting with them and having fun and, and he's like, yo, how do you do, like, what were you doing when you, cause he was literally watching me, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I saw you talking to that girl over there and, she did this and what did you do here? And blah. And he's like breaking down the whole thing to like a damn science and shit. You understand? And so what happened was he's asking me all these questions and I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't even know I don't know what to tell you, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Because when I'm in the moment, there are certain things that I'm doing and certain things that happen, even sometimes automatically on some subconscious shit that I can't explain to you. But if you actually put yourself in position to be able to experience that, you would know. And then you would know that when someone else asks you, you wouldn't be able to explain it either. You understand? It's just something that you have to be in the know. You have to get to that point where you can see it. Right? Because it can't be explained. It has to be experienced. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing when you're listening to coaches and stuff, you're supposed to take what they're saying and apply it. Once you apply it, what's going to happen is that you're going to be in a different space. When you're in that different space, you're going to experience certain things. When you experience those things, those things are what's going to get you to those different levels. But the thing is that the coach can't explain to you that level because it's something you have to experience for yourself. It's a personal journey. You understand what I'm saying? So, one, the coach can't explain it in words, right? And even if he did, even if he could or he tried to, you wouldn't even get it because you would have to be in the situations or have the experiences for it to even make sense to your mind. You understand? So this is why I always laugh when I hear dudes, they're saying, oh, well, everything is all about looks and it's about money and it's about status. And I'm like, y'all niggas, oh my God, I'm done. Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.